Welcome to the MedCloudInsider podcast, a monthly recap of the top stories published in our online industry news magazine for IT professionals and developers in the medical and healthcare community in the U.S. It's based on the work of our flesh and blood reporters and given voice by AI. I'm Gladys Rama, editorial director in the Converge 360 group of 1105 Media. And I'm joined today, as always, by our editor-in-chief, John K. Waters. Hi, John.
Hi, Gladys. We've got a lot to talk about in this episode. We'll start with a new framework for remote patient monitoring that promises to revolutionize how we detect and manage heart disease. It's a significant step forward that combines the power of the Internet of Medical Things with advanced AI models. Then we'll turn our attention to an innovative AI model that's making strides in breast cancer screening, aiming to significantly reduce false positives and bring more clarity to diagnoses. And finally, we have a story from Isomorphic Labs, an alphabet company, which is preparing for the first human trials of drugs designed entirely by artificial intelligence. It's a development that could fundamentally reshape the future of drug discovery. Let's kick things off with an innovative development in remote patient monitoring for heart disease. It's a new cloud-integrated AI-driven framework that sounds like it could be a game changer for cardiac care.
Absolutely, John. This study introduces a fascinating system that combines the Internet of Medical Things sensors with cloud computing and advanced AI models to analyze patient data in real time. The primary goal is to significantly improve early detection and management of heart conditions. They're using a transformer-based self-attention model, or TLSAM. This model is designed to process both spectral and spatial features of physiological signals, such as heart rate and blood pressure, with remarkable efficiency. That dual-branch structure is quite clever. They've developed SpecSAM for spectral data and SPATSAM for spatial input, which the researchers say enhances diagnostic accuracy by separately analyzing time-based and positional patterns in health data. Then, feature fusion from both branches is used to classify cardiac conditions. It's a very comprehensive approach to data interpretation. So, settle in as we explore these pivotal innovations shaping the future of healthcare.
To ensure the model performs at its absolute best, the researchers also applied a specialized optimization technique. It's called the Improved Wild Horse Optimization with Levy Flight Algorithm, or IDO-HALFA. That's a mouthful. This evolutionary computation method helps fine-tune the model parameters and significantly improves its learning convergence, making it even more robust and reliable.
The results are truly noteworthy, John. The study utilized the publicly available UCI heart failure clinical records dataset, which comprises 299 patient records. After meticulous preprocessing and normalization, the TLSAM model achieved an accuracy rate of 98.62%.
That's an exceptionally high accuracy rate for a medical diagnostic tool. And it's not just accuracy. The model also demonstrated a precision of 97%, a recall of 98%, and an F1 score of 97%. These figures are particularly impressive because they surpass the performance of existing deep learning models, including CNNs, RNNs, and even vision transformers, highlighting a significant leap forward.
Indeed, John, it shows a clear statistical superiority compared to traditional AI architectures in this specific application. To further validate its reliability, the model's statistical advantage was confirmed through paired t-tests, comparing TL-SAM to baseline methods. The researchers found significant differences in both accuracy and F1 scores, with a p-value of less than 0.05, strongly indicating its reliability for practical clinical applications.
One of the critical aspects for real world healthcare implementation is the system's ability to provide immediate feedback and alerts. This framework includes a sophisticated alert mechanism that continuously evaluates vital sign abnormalities and scores patient conditions in real time.
That's right. Alerts are automatically triggered when patient scores surpass established thresholds, enabling clinical personnel to respond swiftly to potential emergencies. This proactive approach can make a monumental difference in patient outcomes, especially for conditions where early intervention is absolutely crucial.
And the practicality of this system for remote patient care cannot be overstated. The TLSAM framework utilizes wireless sensor networks and robust cloud infrastructure to enable continuous, non invasive monitoring for heart disease. This means patients can be monitored from the comfort of their homes or other non clinical settings without interruption.
Exactly. By transmitting and analyzing data remotely, the system significantly minimizes the need for frequent in person diagnostics. This offers a tremendous advantage, particularly in resource limited or rural areas where access to specialized medical facilities might be challenging. It effectively democratizes access to advanced cardiac monitoring and care.
While the initial study specifically focused on heart failure prediction, the researchers highlighted that the framework is highly adaptable. It holds considerable promise for monitoring and managing other chronic diseases as well, which really broadens its potential impact across various medical disciplines. And integration with broader IoMT ecosystems is planned. It's a prime example of how AI isn't just a tool for processing vast amounts of data, but a vital component in creating intelligent, responsive healthcare systems that can extend critical care beyond the traditional confines of clinical walls.
And the efficiency gains are also substantial. By automating the analysis of complex physiological data, it frees up medical professionals to focus more on direct patient care, allowing them to intervene precisely when and where it's most needed, optimizing their valuable time and expertise.
It's exciting to imagine how this framework, once widely implemented, could truly transform the landscape of cardiac care, making it more accessible, more efficient, and ultimately more effective in preventing severe outcomes for countless individuals.
Agreed, John. It's a very significant step towards a more connected and intelligent healthcare future.
Now, shifting our focus to another critical area of healthcare, let's talk about advancements in breast cancer screening. Researchers at Microsoft's AI for Good Lab and the University of Washington have developed an artificial intelligence model that shows incredible promise in reducing false positives.
This is a significant development, John. The model, called the Fully Convolutional Data Description, or FCDD, uses an innovative approach. Instead of learning to identify cancer patterns, it employs anomaly detection to learn what normal breast tissue looks like. It then flags any deviations from that baseline as potential cancers in breast MRI scans.
It's a clever reversal of the traditional AI training method, and the testing of this model was quite extensive. The research, published in the journal Radiology, tested FCDD on over 9,700 breast MRI examinations across multiple data sets. This included realistic screening populations where cancer rates were as low as 1.85%, demonstrating its effectiveness in a real world context.
Breast cancer screening has always faced a persistent challenge, a trade off between sensitivity and specificity. While MRI is highly sensitive for detecting cancer, especially in women with dense breast tissue, it regrettably generates high rates of false positives. These false positives can lead to unnecessary anxiety, additional imaging procedures, and even biopsies.
That's a huge burden on patients. The study notes that current screening methods result in less than 5% of women undergoing breast MRI ultimately being diagnosed with cancer. The vast majority, therefore, faces follow up procedures that prove to be entirely unnecessary.
And the problem is particularly acute for the nearly 50% of women who have dense breast tissue. Not only does this condition increase the risk of breast cancer, but it also makes it considerably harder to detect abnormalities through traditional imaging methods, making improvements in AI all the more vital.
The FCDD model demonstrated several key advantages over conventional AI approaches in its testing. It achieved improved accuracy in these low prevalence settings, which is crucial for screening. Specifically, it doubled the positive predictive value of standard models and reduced false alarms by more than 25% in screening like environments.
What's equally important for clinical adoption is its enhanced explainability. The system generates visual heat maps that show suspected tumor locations. These heat maps matched expert radiologist annotations with an impressive 92% accuracy at the pixel level, providing clinicians with clear, actionable insights rather than just a binary output.
And its cross institutional performance is also very encouraging. The model maintained its effectiveness when tested on external data sets without requiring additional training, suggesting a strong potential for broader clinical adoption across different healthcare systems and practices.
The clinical implications of this model are substantial. Its ability to maintain high sensitivity at 95 to 97% while significantly improving specificity could lead to a substantial reduction in unnecessary callbacks and biopsies. This would in turn ease both the emotional and financial burdens on patients.
Savannah Partridge, professor of radiology at the University of Washington and senior author of the study, highlighted the model's efficiency. She stated that its ability to work with minimal image data could help shorten both scan times and interpretation times, which contributes to a more efficient and patient friendly screening process.
Looking ahead, the researchers acknowledge that prospective testing in larger, more diverse clinical populations will be necessary before the technology can be widely implemented. However, the team has already made their code and methodology available to the research community to encourage further development and collaboration.
This work is part of a broader effort to develop AI tools that complement rather than replace radiologists. The goal is to provide what the researchers describe as sharper tools and clearer signals for evaluating difficult cases, allowing human expertise to be even more effective.
Given that breast cancer affects approximately 1 in 8 women in the United States during their lifetime, and early detection through screening has been shown to reduce mortality by 20 to 40% for women aged 50 to 69, any improvement in screening accuracy is a significant public health priority. This AI model offers a very promising step in that direction. That's truly groundbreaking work, John. And speaking of groundbreaking, our next topic takes us to the cutting edge of pharmaceutical development. Alphabet's Isomorphic Labs and their ambition to begin human trials for drugs designed entirely with artificial intelligence. This could truly redefine how new medicines are developed.
Indeed, Gladys. Isomorphic Labs, a sibling company to Google under the Alphabet umbrella, was spun out of DeepMind in 2021. Their mission was to take DeepMind's celebrated AI breakthroughs, particularly the protein folding model AlphaFold, and translate them into practical applications, actual drugs for actual diseases. Now, after a series of high profile partnerships and a substantial $600 million funding round, Isomorphic Labs is very close to testing its AI generated compounds on humans.
It's an ambitious promise. Colin Murdoch, president of Isomorphic Labs and chief business officer of Google DeepMind, mentioned that there are people in their London office right now working with AI to design drugs for cancer, with the next big milestone being clinical trials. This isn't just about AI assisting human researchers. It's about the AI running the entire drug discovery process, from modeling disease related proteins to designing custom compounds and predicting their behavior in the body.
The long term vision, as described by Murdoch, is to eventually click a button and have a drug blueprint emerge, ready for rapid progression into lab testing and trials. This dream is powered by AlphaFold, DeepMind's flagship AI system, which famously predicted the structures of hundreds of thousands of human proteins in 2020. The current version, AlphaFold 3, goes even further, simulating how proteins interact with DNA, RNA, and potential drug molecules. This foundational model is what Isomorphic Labs is banking on to build their world class drug design engine.
What's particularly interesting is Murdoch's insistence that this isn't about targeting just one disease or protein. He emphasizes creating a general drug design engine with AI, something they can apply again and again across any disease area. That speaks to the scalability and broad potential of their approach.
To realize this vision, Isomorphic Labs hasn't been working in isolation. Since releasing AlphaFold 3 in 2024, they've signed significant research deals with pharmaceutical giants Novartis and Eli Lilly, collaborating on both new discoveries and ongoing pharma pipelines. The $600 million funding round, led by Thrive Capital in April 2025, further solidifies their position and allows them to scale up operations, hiring across biotech and pharma disciplines in preparation for trials.
Their internal programs are currently focused on oncology and immunology, which are high risk, high reward targets. Success in these areas could certainly validate their entire approach. However, it's crucial to remember that this is still a moonshot in the pharmaceutical world. Most drugs fail in human testing, and the brutal odds, with fewer than 1 in 10 experimental treatments making it to market, remain a significant challenge.
That's true, and AI doesn't automatically change those odds. However, Murdoch argues that Isomorphic's technology can really improve the chance that we can be successful. The pharmaceutical industry is watching very closely, as are AI skeptics. If isomorphic succeeds, it could validate the broader thesis that machine learning can do more than just assist R&D. It could replace significant portions of it.
Conversely, any failure or stumble could cast doubt on AI's ability to transition from simulation to complex biological applications. Currently, the company is still in the preclinical phase. No trial sites have been announced, no patients enrolled, and no AI designed drug has yet proven and so. Outside a lab.
But there's a definite sense that something fundamental is shifting. Just this month, we've seen Microsoft claim its new diagnostic AI beats most doctors on complex cases, and researchers at Northwestern unveiled an AI tool for cancer screening. Now, Isomorphic Labs is preparing for what might be the biggest test yet. Can AI design a drug that actually works in humans?
It's a question without an answer yet. But for an industry notorious for being slow, expensive, and error prone, even a small shift in those odds could be truly transformative. It will be fascinating to follow the progress of isomorphic labs in the coming months and years. And that brings us to the end of another insightful episode of 2025-0804 MedCloud Insider. Today, we've covered some truly transformative AI innovations that are reshaping healthcare as we know it.
Indeed, Gladys. From the cloud integrated AI driven framework for remote cardiac monitoring, which promises earlier detection and management of heart disease, to the revolutionary AI model designed to reduce false positives in breast cancer screening, we've seen remarkable progress.
And of course, the groundbreaking work of Isomorphic Labs, pushing the boundaries of AI designed drugs towards human trials, signifies a potential paradigm shift in pharmaceutical development. These advancements truly highlight the incredible impact AI is having across the medical landscape. Absolutely. It's a field moving at an unprecedented pace, with the potential to improve patient outcomes, enhance diagnostic accuracy, and accelerate drug discovery. And that's it for this edition of the MedCloud Insider podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Check out our ongoing coverage of the latest advances in medical technology at medcloudinsider.com and YouTube. And if you have thoughts on any of the healthcare technologies we discussed, we'd love to hear from you. We'll catch you next time for more reports from the cutting edge of healthcare technology. Bye for now.